I'm sure you've heard the reports that Ford's Mustang Mach-E is no longer recommended by Consumer Reports. They say it's not reliable enough. They've removed it from their recommended vehicles list. What surprised me even more than this, though, is what the media has been saying in response to this downgrade of the Mustang Mach-E. I've got to say, I'm a big fan of the Mustang Mach-E, so I was a bit disappointed to find out what had happened. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. My name's Sam Evans. I'm coming to you from Melbourne in Australia. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. Subscribing to the channel really helps the algorithms. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. I do know a lot of you don't subscribe to the channel because you probably just watch on your TV at home, which I understand. But if you can subscribe for me, that would be unreal. More people will be able to see the videos as a result. Consumer Reports just dropped its annual reliability scores, and 7 different vehicles have fallen off its recommendation list due to poor performance. So this is not just the Ford Mustang Mach-E, but the Mustang Mach-E was the only electric car to fall off the list. One of those cars. To gather its reliability data, Consumer Reports sends questionnaires to its members. Specifically, it asks about issues with 17 different aspects of the vehicle experienced over the last 12 months. This year, it compiled data from over 300,000 vehicles ranging from the 2000 model year up until 2022. Reliability data plays a large role in Consumer Reports' overall score for a vehicle, and in this case, it looked at the last few years of Mustang Mach-E production. Before I continue, I should point out that the Tesla Model Y isn't recommended by Consumer Reports either. So I don't know if this is Consumer Reports not liking electric cars, or if realistically the Model Y and the Mach-E just aren't reliable enough for them to recommend them. Let me know what you think about that. Issues for the Mustang Mach-E have spanned a number of systems. In our survey, owners reported in-car electronics problems with the display screen freezing. Some even required a hardware replacement. Other reported problems were reported with the electrical system with battery pack and charging system issues, battery cell failure, and multiple battery and charge errors, the report said. Now, some media had this to say. This shouldn't be shocking to you. Throughout the year, we've reported on a number of issues with the Mustang Mach-E. CarScoop says, in June, Ford issued a stop sale on the vehicle over a potential loss of power. In July, owners sued Ford over problems with the SUV. The Blue Oval says that it's mended the concerns raised by Consumer Reports, though. Personally, I don't recommend you buy a vehicle unless it has lithium iron phosphate batteries for numerous reasons, right? I've been saying this, I don't care what the brand is. That's what I recommend you buy. If you can, buy a vehicle with a lithium iron phosphate battery. They're more reliable, they last longer, and they will have far less recalls. So one of the reasons I personally wouldn't buy the Mustang Mach-E, even though I think it's a great car, is simply the fact that you cannot get it with a lithium iron phosphate battery pack. In Tesla's standard range vehicles, they all now have a lithium iron phosphate pack. Therefore, I believe that recent reports are that those vehicles are much more reliable than in the past and will last a lot longer. However, it's also true that people have done 500,000 kilometers or more in Tesla Model 3s and had no problems with the battery packs whatsoever, even though they've never serviced the car, period. That sounds pretty reliable to me. But hey, I could be wrong. Let me know if you've had an experience in the comment section. We listen to all customer feedback, including Consumer Reports, and the concerns raised by customers. The survey results from a population of vehicles early in the launch of these vehicles, and these concerns have been addressed, said a spokesperson from Ford. Specifically addressing the Mustang Mach-E, Ford says that it's provided over-the-air software updates and software changes to fix battery issues and to improve charging features. It's not all bad news though. 17 vehicles have now earned a Consumer Reports recommendation. They are the Audi Q3, the Buick Enclave, the Chevrolet Corvette, the Ford Escape Hybrid, the Genesis G80, the Genesis GV70, the Hyundai Santa Fe, the Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid, the Kia Seltos, the Kia Sorento Hybrid, the Kia Soul, the Lincoln Corsair, the Lincoln Nautilus, the Mini Cooper, the Mitsubishi Outlander, the Nissan Rogue, the Subaru Ascent, and the Volvo S60. I don't know about you, but none of those cars interest me even 1%. I don't look at any of those cars and go, oh great, they've had a Consumer Reports recommendation, now I'm going to go to consider buying one. None of those are EVs, and so I couldn't care less. That's just my take on that. Personally, I think it's really unlikely that a gasoline-powered car will be more reliable than an electric car. Maybe it will for things like the screen issues that we've seen in Volkswagens, and I know various EVs and things have had issues with that. But in terms of the actual vehicle, the battery pack, in terms of the actual propulsion of the car, I think it's pretty unlikely that a gasoline-powered car that has like 5 times as many parts, hundreds of times as many moving parts as an electric car would be more reliable in the long term. That seems extremely unlikely, especially considering, okay, would Tesla say you don't need to service our cars to maintain your warranty if there was a reason you needed to service them? Right? Realistically, there's no other car brand in the world that I know of that says, you know what, you don't have to service it. You still get your warranty. Tell me if there's someone else that does that, because I'm not aware of them. And I think that's a pretty good reason to suggest that electric vehicles really need very minimal maintenance, which is one big advantage of them compared to a gasoline-powered car. Therefore, personally, if I was going to choose between the Ford Escape Hybrid or the Ford Mustang Mach-E, I don't care what Consumer Reports says, I'd go with the Ford Mustang Mach-E every single time. Now, interestingly, Consumer Reports say that the Tesla Model Y received the worst reliability score in history, or at least for the last few years of their reporting. To me, that seems a bit crazy. I mean, is that realistically people's experience? Is that your experience? I want you to let me know in the comment section below. I personally have heard a lot of good things about it, but then again, we get the Chinese models here in Australia, and I've just heard that they've been really good cars. All the owners I've spoken to have been really happy with the car. So I'm surprised to hear this from Consumer Reports. Do you think these reports are legit? What do you think? Let me know in the comments or send me an email. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.